Imagine this, a royal wedding in Spain, the nation buzzing with excitement, traditions in place, expectations set. And then, an unexpected twist. Queen Margrethe of Denmark, yes, the matriarch of one of Europe's most enduring monarchies, steps into the heart of the preparations. Not as a distant observer, not as a polite guest, but as an active guide, even helping to choose the dresses that will define Princess Leonor's most important day. How did this happen? And why is her influence so deeply symbolic? From the moment the news broke, royal watchers across Spain and Denmark felt the weight of history pressing forward. This wasn't just about a wedding gown. It was about legacy. It was about the merging of two dynasties that have shaped Europe for centuries. For Princess Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, every decision carries meaning, every stitch in her gown tells a story, every choice is a reflection of her path to the throne. And now, with Queen Margrethe at her side, those choices are no longer just personal, they are political, symbolic, and deeply emotional. Let's go back to the roots of this connection. Queen Margrethe, known for her artistry, wisdom, and her distinctive role as Denmark's long-reigning monarch, has always had an eye for elegance and symbolism. She is a woman who understands that in royalty, nothing is just fashion, it is messaging, power, continuity. So when she was seen stepping into the private fittings, guiding Leonor through the process of dress selection, it was more than grandmotherly kindness. It was a passing of wisdom, an affirmation of Leonor's role not only as Spain's heir but as a figure tied to a broader European monarchy. The palace corridors whispered. Advisors noted the subtle glances between Leonor and Queen Margrethe, moments of affection that spoke volumes. To some, this was the Danish queen showing quiet approval of Prince Christian's bride. To others, it was a strategic move, strengthening the royal bond between Spain and Denmark at a time when monarchies are watched with scrutiny. But what kind of dresses are being considered? Sources close to the fittings hint at designs rich in heritage yet touched by modern simplicity, silks and lace that nod to Spain's regal past, interwoven with Scandinavian restraint. Leonor, known for her grounded elegance, is said to be leaning toward a style that honors her mother Queen Letitia's influence while also breaking slightly free, stepping into her own identity as a young woman ready to lead. And Margrethe, with her unparalleled understanding of ceremonial symbolism, has been guiding Leonor toward gowns that will not only dazzle the world but also withstand the test of history. Here's the question that captivates the public. Why would Leonor, at such a personal moment, invite a foreign queen into such an intimate decision? The answer lies not just in family, but in legacy. Leonor is marrying not only a prince, but a future king. And this marriage is about more than love, it's about unity. By having Queen Margrethe at her side, Leonor sends a clear signal. She is not a bride isolated in Spain, but a future queen intertwined with Europe's royal fabric. The palace is divided. Some traditionalists whisper that Queen Letizia should have the dominant voice in her daughter's gown. After all, Letizia has guided Leonor from childhood to this moment, shaping her sense of duty, grace, and presence. For these voices, Margrethe's involvement feels like an intrusion, a shadow cast over Spain's independence in this union. Others, however, see it differently. They argue that Margrethe's influence brings prestige, stability, and a deep well of wisdom. After all, what better guide could Leonor have than a queen who has reigned for decades with dignity and style? This moment raises deeper questions about Leonor herself. What kind of queen does she wish to be? Is she leaning toward her mother's modern, reformist vision, independent, sharp, forward-looking? Or is she embracing a more traditional, pan-European approach, tying herself to centuries-old customs that bind monarchies across borders? The dresses are not just gowns. They are symbols of the direction Leonor may choose for her reign. As the fittings continue, the media speculates endlessly. Will Leonor choose a dress that nods to her grandmother Queen Sophia's Greek heritage? Will she wear something echoing the grandeur of Queen Letitia's bridal gown? Or will she, guided by Margrethe, opt for a design that subtly reflects her connection to Denmark, a signal to the world of her role in binding together two nations under one love story? Every glance, every fabric choice, every whispered consultation in those palace rooms carries weight. For Leonor, it is a lesson in power disguised as fashion. For Margrethe, it is a final gesture of guidance, perhaps even a quiet blessing on her grandson's future queen. And for Spain, it is a reminder that Leonor's journey is not just her own. It belongs to a monarchy, a people, and a continent watching her every step. In the end, the world may only see a gown. But behind that gown lies a story of love, legacy, and the invisible threads that tie together Europe's royal houses. The day Leonor walks down the aisle, it will not just be her entrance, it will be a declaration of who she is, and who she intends to be. And somewhere, in the details of that gown, will be the subtle touch of Queen Margrethe, the Danish monarch who quietly shaped one of the most historic bridal moments of our time. So when the cameras flash, and Leonor steps into the light in the dress chosen for her most sacred day, remember, you're not just seeing silk, lace, and jewels. You are seeing history woven into fabric, the wisdom of two queens stitched into every fold, and the beginning of a new royal chapter that will shape the destiny of Spain and Europe for generations to come.